Hi guys, Morgan here. I wanted to make you this video to show you kind of what I do in my phobia technique so that A, you can get an idea of what I do, how I do it, and how it works so that you can essentially try it before you buy. And secondly, give you a technique that you can use yourself in day-to-day situations. It's very similar to what I do in the phobia technique, which will teach you how to kind of reduce your emotions initially, and then once you do it enough, once you get a bit of repetition, you can transform emotions. These include things like fear, in the case of anxiety, or even guilt, shame, lack of confidence, anything like that, you can use this technique for, and it'll change the way you perceive things. All right, I'll show you how. Let's get straight to it. So, the principles of the phobia technique and what I'm going to show you today is the principles of association and disassociation. So if you think about it, if you remember a time perhaps when you were having an argument with someone, or you're in a pretty heated emotional state, you felt really strongly about it, right? But then if you go back to that same event, maybe this argument or whatever it was happened months, years ago. If you think about it years ago, you notice the feeling's not there anymore. The feeling's not as strong because you're not in the moment. So that's essentially what I'd like to do, show you how to, disassociate from a situation, which will then take the power away from it, which is especially important in a negative situation. So what I'd like you to do is, if you can, imagine a situation where you get fearful or some emotion that's not holding you back. And what I want you to do, close your eyes is a really good one to do with this one. But if you can, imagine the situation, how it's happening. And usually we have a picture in our mind so we can see the event unfolding in front of us. But then how we take away the power from that event is by altering the image in our mind. So for example, if you see it, usually it's got a certain distance away from you. It could be really close, and you notice it gets intense, or it could be really far away. You notice it kind of relaxes a little bit. So that's what we want to do. If you've got something that's upsetting you, imagine it wherever it is in your mind's eye. Maybe it could be, arm's distance away, that's fine. And then if you're noticing it's pretty intense, just try pushing the image back a little bit. Imagine you've got like a ball in your hand, you can throw it. As far as you throw it, where it lands, boom, send the image that way. For most people, they notice a reduction in intensity in the feelings. That's what we're going for. Now, once you send it further away, you can do things to even enhance that. For example, you can make it black and white. You can make that image in your mind black and white. You notice again, it reduces it a bit more. You can alter it a bit. You can put a little jagged edge inside of it. You can shift it. You can flip it over. You can send it so far away that it becomes a small little postage stamp size on the horizon. Notice how it does to your feelings when that happens. Okay, that's it. That's the principle of what I'm teaching with my phobia cures. You'll notice as well, if you don't think this works, bring it closer to you. Bring that feeling closer to you. You notice the feelings might intensify. That's when it's associating. When it gets closer to you, it becomes more real and it associates. So if you've got something going on, when you get that image in your mind, find out where it is and then push it back. Push it back, distort it a little bit. If there's voices that come with the image, if there's like a negative self-talk, change the way the voice is sounding to you. So if it's sounding like, oh, you're not good enough, just say, change it into a funny voice. Like, you're not good enough. Shift it around, muddle it up a bit, change the way your brain is processing it. Essentially, we're humans. We've got three main, senses that we use to interpret the things around us. The three main ones that we use are sight, hearing, and feeling. And you have the ability to adjust the way you feel about a situation, the way you see a situation, and the things that you hear and interpret it from that. So use this, guys. It's a brilliant technique because the more you use this, the more results you're going to get sooner rather than later. The more opportunities you're going to see, the more negative events that come by, you're going to be able to handle them quicker, faster, easier, and you start making progress, and then you get to where you want to be. If you want to check out what I do with the phobia cures, please visit my website or check out any of my other content. I'd love to help you out. Or if you just want to get in touch, send me a message on Facebook, send me a contact. Love to talk, love to chat, love to show you what I do. Thanks, guys.